Hi everyone, and welcome to the finale and demo day event in the Mezo Hackathon. I'm really excited to see all of you here and ready to watch the pictures of our top teams in the hackathon. Now, this wasn't an easy one for the judges, so the teams that we're going to see today have really and truly accelerated Bitcoin for everyday finance, and that is why they're here. So we're going to jump right in. I would love to see some interaction in chat. I would love for everyone to wish our demoing teams luck because it's not easy to come up on stage and present what you've been building. So I'd love to see some great energy. It'd be also great as the teams who are demoing, if you could say hello in chat, just so I can see that you're here. With a busy room, it can be sometimes difficult to find you. So it'd be great to get a heads up in chat. Otherwise, we're going to jump right in. First of all, for those who do not know us, I am Rebecca. I am a program manager in Code Club. We are a developer education community, and we help developers learn, build, and forge their careers in emerging tech through lots of different educational programs. We have supported Mezo and the Supernormal Foundation in running the hackathon this time, but we also run educational series, which are introductions to developer ecosystems and programming languages. We run accelerators following on from hackathons, and we also run boot camps. So some of you might have done our other programs before, but if you don't know us, you should definitely check us out and stay about in the community. We've got so much going on beyond just this hackathon, so there might be your next learning opportunity. But we're here today to celebrate the amazing projects that have been produced in the Mezo Hackathon. First of all, before we do that, I want to say a massive thank you to Mezo and the Supernormal Foundation for hosting such an amazing event and giving you all the opportunity to really accelerate Bitcoin for everyday finance, which was the aim of the program. And I definitely think that we have done that, if I don't say so myself. Before we get into the demo and hear from the Mezo or the Supernormal Foundation team, I also really want to thank the partners who were involved in the hackathon. That is Spectrum and Bohr, who were both RPC partners, who lots of the projects, including some of the winning projects, utilize their technology in their hackathon projects to allow them to kind of skip forward on some of the more technically difficult things they would have otherwise had to do. So they were invaluable. I want to thank Validation Cloud, especially Manu, who came and joined us for a pitching workshop. And thanks to him and his advice, lots of teams had a stepping stone for how they could pitch for their final submission. And I also want to thank Everstake and Staking Cabin, who were marketing partners and involved in the hackathon as well. So big thank you to them and to the team if they are in chat. There's lots going on, so I can't keep track of all of it. But hopefully some of them have also been able to join us today to see these amazing teams. So I'll tell you what we're going to do today. First of all, we're going to have a quick introduction, and I'm going to invite Andre, the Executive Director of the Supernormal Foundation, up to join me shortly, just to say hello to everyone and to thank you all and introduce the event as well. Then we're going to hear the top 9 teams in the hackathon pitch what it is that they built. So this is going to be an amazing opportunity for those of you who weren't in the top teams to see what amazing things have been built and why they've done so amazingly and how they stood out from the rest. And then, of course, we're going to announce our winners, which I'm sure everyone is excited to hear as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to invite up to the stage Andre from the Supernormal Foundation because he would like to speak to you all before we get into the pitches.
Hey, hello everyone. I just wanted to start and say, look, this has been like we're really impressed by the quality of the projects that were submitted. I think like you all did like amazing work. I think like it was like not easy to select 9 out of all of them for this demo day, and then later on like selecting the winners from each one of the categories. Like that was very hard for us. I think like there's I was really happily surprised by the amount of projects that were either kind of like already deployed on testnet or ready for like deployment of mainnet. Like you really went above and beyond of just doing like a demo website that shows the functionalities, but like having all the contracts. Our tech team looked into the smart contracts, and very few teams had like issues there. Most of it was sound and workable, which is amazing in the like short amount of time we had on this hackathon. And look, I think like the one thing I want to say is, this doesn't end here, right? So we talked about it before. We had like other projects, other like ways you can participate with Mezo. I believe that most of you are already in our developers channel in the Mezo Discord. If you're not, please join. That's where you can see, what's going on. You can get help if you want to continue building your project. We have several programs for builders on top of this hackathon. Like as you get more advanced in your build, you can apply to the Bitcoin Fi Accelerator, which is the accelerator program we host together with Tim Draper University. And we also have, if you have like already gone all the way up to having a fully working product, then we have the Mezo Alpha Builder Grant programs that help you to like deploy on Mezo and then grow faster the solution that you already have. And then finally, we'll be starting a community bounty program where we'll ask like our community developers to work on specific problems and like help advance Mezo. So do join the Discord channel with the developer role. If you don't have the developer role, ask Rod and he'll give it to you. And we'll post there like the opportunities you'll have to win bounties and like help contribute even more to Mezo's growth by writing code with us. So yeah, really excited for all the great work you guys have done. And this is not the end, folks.
It definitely is not least because after this event, we also have the in-person demo day at the Mezo Build Your Own Bank event at DevConnect. So I'm going to take Andre backstage again now, but he will be back later because we're going to get into the pitches. So this is the pitch order that we're going to go through. As I would like to remind you to the demoing teams, we're going to go in this order, but if anything goes wrong, if someone can't join, we will skip ahead. So please be ready. You can get up and go and get a drink, but run back quickly just in case, because we want to make sure that this goes smoothly. We're going to start off with the invoice team. So I'm going to invite Janice up, although I can't find, oh, there's Janice. I'm going to invite Janice up to come and present. I'm really looking forward to the pitches that we have today. I have a feeling that a lot of them attended the pitching workshop with Manu because they are some very strong teams and they present really well. Janice, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you too. I'm so excited to be here and to pitch. Let me share my screen in a minute.
Yes, please. We're excited for you to kick us off.
Okay. There we go. Is everything okay?
Yes, looking good.
Okay. So, hi everybody. My name is Janice, and on behalf of the Invoice team, I'll be pitching our amazing project. So, here's the problem statement. I like to think of it in two ways. So, you see this guy over here? He's stressed because so many of the existing crypto invoicing apps are so complex to use. And as a beginner or non-technical user, you don't really know where to start from. And 81% of freelancers say that they wish invoicing was as easy as just sending an email. Then the second guy over here, he's in a dilemma, whether to hold the Bitcoin he just received or spend it because he has to pay his bills and the landlord won't wait any longer. And 93% of freelancers actually say that they would want to have a solution to this. And that's why we built Invoiced. Invoice lets freelancers receive Bitcoin and instantly convert it into MUSD. So think of it like this. You create an invoice, you get paid in Bitcoin, And then now you can be able to get MUSD in return. So your Bitcoin continues growing, but still you have money to spend. And let's see. So people ask, why did you choose Mezo? And this is our answer. We used Mezo and Invoiced for several reasons. Number one, because you can create an on-chain invoice. That means nobody can tamper with it. You can have a record of every invoice you create. Second, with the Mezo password, you can seamlessly get invoicing payments instantly. Then you can lock your Bitcoin in the Mezo vault, as you can see in the small screenshot over there. So you can lock it, let it continue to grow and yield in value as you borrow MUSD to spend and use freely. And also we have a marketplace where every freelancer can add a product. Think of it like Shopify. You can add a product and people pay you in MUSD. It's so cool, I know. So our target users, again, it's the freelancers, as I mentioned, because there are 1.7 billion freelancers globally. I know so many of us were once a freelancer or still are, and that's who we're targeting. And post-hackathon, we don't want to stop here. We have grand plans for Invoiced, and we want to finalize on small nitty-gritty like running security checks on our smart contracts. We don't want anyone complaining that their money has vanished or things like that. And then deploy it on mainnet because 99% of our app is ready to go. Then we will open social media channels so to showcase what Invoiced is, attract early users and even investors. And then we'll add some payment system for pro users and officially launch Invoiced. So with that, let's see how our app actually works. That's our lovely website. So a user clicks on creating invoice and they land on the dashboard. So say it's a graphic designer like myself. I want to create an invoice. I write down my name, the invoicing details like, yeah, you can see there that the amount you want to get. Like USD or BTC. Then create your first invoice. And voila, the transaction has happened. So here, what is Close API are verifying whether the transaction is actually happened. Then in the vault, I mentioned, here's where we're solving the stable 10 dilemma. So you lock the amount of BTC you want, and return you borrow any state which you can spend freely. Choose to pay whenever you can. So the user has the 0.02 MUSD, and now he can use it first with wallet choice, and that is ready to withdraw it, and then the bank is ready. So I hope you get the logic behind that. And you see them, that has been. Then as I mentioned, it's a Shopify, but get paid in MUSD. So you launch your product or you buy the existing products here, and then you get paid in return. I really appreciate this opportunity because we have built a solution not only for myself, but for every freelancer looking to get Bitcoin invoice payments securely, simply, and to remain liquid. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
Thank you very much, Janice, for presenting. We did lose you there slightly during the video demo. We could see the video demo, but your voice went a bit robotic. But the UI was so intuitive that we could understand it anyway. So it's all good. Thank you very much for presenting the invoice. I'm going to send you backstage again now. Next up, we have Trove Pilot. So I'm going to invite Vitaly to the stage to join me and present. Just to check, is the Bounty Pay team here? Because I can't find you in chat. But if you are, can you please flag? Vitaly, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hi everyone. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. It might be loading.
Okay. Yeah, give me a moment. I'm sharing. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, now it should work.
Yes, now we can see your screen. Cool.
Super. So, yeah. Hi everyone. This is Trove Pilot, a permissionless automation layer for Mezo's MUSD. It batches liquidations, streamlines redemptions, and rewards on chain keepers with transparent payouts and reputational scores. Trove Pilot is built for advanced DeFi solution track to make Mezo's back defense stronger and keeper participation open, simple, and visible. I'm Vitaly, a smart contract developer. I've built stablecoin systems, vault strategies, and automation framework focused on security, upgradability, and transparency. My work combines protocol-level engineering with reproducible development flows so I can move fast, build safely, and deliver complete on-chain system like Trove Pilot. When only a few actors defend the peg, the system becomes fragile. Right now, keeping MUSD stable depends on opaque private bots, meaning only a handful of insiders can participate. Trove Pilot changes that. It opens peg maintenance for everyone, turning it into a transparent, sharp process that strengthens Mezo's decentralization. Trove Pilot is a modular on-chain automation layer that connects directly to Meta's Trove Manager and Oracle network. It brings automation, transparency, and open participation, all fully verifiable on-chain. The liquidation engine batches liquidations, retrieve failed jobs, and rewards keepers in MUSD, turning back defense into a transparent, market-driven process. The redemption router simplifies hinted redemptions for both large and small vaults, always settled in MUSD. The keeper registry adds open reputation and payout routing, while the vault manager lets users refund MUSD so any keeper can redeem safely on their behalf and earn a fee. In a short, MUSD becomes the fuel of automation, powering every flow that reinforces Mezo's on-chain stability. I'll show you a quick look at the dashboard. It's already connected to the Mezo testnet, and this demo mode illustrates how automation and keepers flow work. Here's the Trove Pilot dashboard. It shows how Mezo users can automate vault protection and maintain MUSD stability. Instead of verifying on private keeper bots, anyone can observe and join the process. Keepers earn by helping secure the system. Vaults stay healthy automatically, and every action is transparent on-chain. Even in demo mode, you can see how activity, rewards, and contract references make everything auditable and open. In a short, Trove Pilot turns MUSD stability into something that the community can see, trust, and take part in. Trove Pilot turns Mezo's liquidation and redemption flows into modular open components. It's a foundation for an open keeper economy, improving protocol health while aligning incentives between users, keepers, and the network. Our next milestones are policy-based vault protection, a keeper marketplace, and safe MUSD yield routing. In a short, Trove Pilot helps Mezo defend its peg automatically while letting anyone earn for keeping the system healthy. We'd love to expand this as the automation backbone of the Mezo ecosystem. We are Trove Pilot, making Mezo peg defense automatic, transparent, and open to all. You can find everything live and verifiable on our GitHub. Thank you so much. Happy to be there. That's it.
Thank you very much, Vitaly, for coming and presenting Trove Pilot. I'm going to send you backstage again now, if we can get some applause in chat as well. Next up, we have the Kipu Vault team. Just to note for all demoers, we've changed the order. Bitspend has gone to the end due to some power outages. So have a look. You've moved up in the queue most likely. So be ready for that. Kipu Vault, Eliana and Omar, welcome. When you're ready, you can share your screen. Oh, so official.
Okay. Here. Hello, everyone. Let's see. The beginning. Yeah. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, looking good.
Okay. We are capable building a community financial freedom. We are so happy to be here. Thank you for the opportunity. We are Eliana and Omar. We are members of Kocha Block and ASO blockchain communities focused on disseminating knowledges about blockchain technology. Our mission is simple: to create a powerful app where our entire community can earn returns and grow their assets together. What do we want to solve? In Latin America, many people still lack access to traditional banking. More importantly, many don't yet have a deep functionality understanding of Bitcoin and the potential of financial freedom that decentralization offers. So we have a huge opportunity here. We see two major opportunities. There is not existing platform that really helps people toward financial freedom, no? And the second one is there is a growing number of people interested in learning about crypto and finding new economic solutions, especially because of the current inflation and economic situation, you know, in Latin America, no? In Argentina, Bolivia, in Venezuela, Peru. So our main products, we have developed a range of products, and our smart contracts are already deployed. Today we will focus in the first two products. We have here, I hope you can see our web. We will enter to our web. Here we have the contracts deployed. Let's go to the dashboard. You can see your MUSDC here, and let's go to the first one. This is the first one. We can add 100 MUSDC to deposit. Maybe we need to wait a bit more. Our web is in Spanish because our target is for Spanish speakers, Latin America, and Spanish, Spain, no? So here's, we can see the transaction is already. Maybe the Explorer is a bit slow, but here we have the confirmation of the block, the number of the block, to the confirmation. To the withdrawal, we have two options: retired withdrawal, partial withdrawal, and total withdrawal. In the partial withdrawal, we can add 77, for example, to withdraw our amount of MUSD. Confirmation of the wallet. Let's wait a few seconds for that. And you will see the confirmation for the block. Aquí está, the block confirmation. So everything is okay. The second one, the more important, here, the banks use this cooperative saving. And so we want to make digital with the protocol of Mezo, no? So for example, we will create some poll. Let's see. Oh, wait. We can create a poll here to everyone can join in the poll, and everyone can generate arms in the, oh, sorry, I don't know what happened. Let's try again. Confirmation of the block. Let's wait a few seconds for that, and we can see in the Explorer. Yes, the poll is ready. Okay. Now, one moment. Let's see.
Okay, so really briefly, this is about our brand identity. So we have our logo that is inspired to the Andean Kipu, which is an ancient instrument used to record information through notes and chords. Then we also have a draft of our brand characters that are inspired to Bitcoin art and they feature Andean elements. And we also have our brand colors that are soft lavender to inspire innovation and confidence, and the vivid red that is connected to Mezo and that wants to inspire energy in action, strength. And we also have our brand fonts. And all this is important because we always want to have an harmonic communication and to effectively communicate to our community. So all this is very important as well.
Of course. So Kipu Vault is different in the region because we offer the idea of holding and growing your asset and truly decentralized platform. No? So we offer financial freedom, basically, because here a lot of people know USDT, but they don't go deep in Bitcoin. So this is a great opportunity for the community here to understand Bitcoin. So thank you so much. I hope we can develop more projects in Meso protocol with other teams and work together with they to create a huge and great ecosystem. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eliana and Omar, for joining us today. I'm going to send you backstage again now. Next up, we have BTC Shield. So for this one, lost you in chat. I think I found you again. Manan should be getting an invite now. Hi, Manan. Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, loading. Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. So let me just press it. Okay. So a quick intro about myself. Myself, Manan Singhal, currently pursuing computer science engineering, and introducing to you BTC Shield. Support a syncing account, own it later, the Degens call option. So let's talk about the problem first. We see these news of billions of dollars getting wiped out within a single day due to liquidations. And it is not the problem of one user. It causes cascading effects to shake the complete market. It is not good for the protocol also. So here is the solution. So what is the solution? Anybody can add collateral to unhealthy account and giving him the option to own that later. Also, the borrower can terminate the option early by paying back the supporter, incentivizing to help him in the adverse situation. So let's see the demo. So here is the unhealthy account risk of getting liquidated. We will ask for, we will create a support option now. So let's just confirm our transaction. Okay. So transaction is confirmed. Now we will go to another account. So this is the other account, and the other account sees what are the options available or what are the unhealthy accounts and decides to support this option. Let's support that guy by giving some Bitcoin, adding. Okay, so yeah. So let's see what happens. Oh, we can see now we have recovered our health. So now what happens after maturity? So after the option gets matured, the supporter can now exercise the option. Let's confirm the transaction. Okay, so now refreshing the page. Oh, yeah, we have exercised the option. We will now check the MetaMask to see whether our Bitcoin balance has updated or not. Let's just check it. We can see now, yeah, we have updated balance. So we will refresh the UI to just see, yeah, we have updated balance. We have acquired the complete position. So now let's move on to the market opportunity. So TVL in DeFi lending and borrowing is approximately $54 billion, and Mezo has $100 million in TVL and is continuously growing. So assuming 20 to 25% reach unhealthy status and they need some support, so we can start initially by protecting 20 to 25 million dollars. And our plan is to begin by introducing it to the existing user base of Mezo. So we don't have to build our user base from scratch. This way, Mezo users will have more confidence in borrowing from now onwards. And also it would increase the TVL eventually, which will eventually help BTC Shield. So it will be a win-win for both of us. So let's now, yeah, so this is the plan ahead. We have broken down BTC Shield into 3 milestones. First is the smart contracts, which is the heart and soul of the project. Next is the reducing latency and optimizing the front end. And finally would be the testnet launch. So thank you. That's all from my side.
Thank you very much for presenting BTC Shield. Next up, we have Mezo Lotto. So we have Jobin coming presenting now. I'm going to invite up to join me. Just while he's getting up on stage, Jay and Nidhi, can we get an update? Is there still power outages in your area? Just so we know whether to get worried that you might not be able to join us. If so, we'll find a way to share your pitch with the group at a later time, because it is a really exciting thing that you're pitching. But in the meantime, welcome. I hope you're ready to present Mezo Lotto.
Doing a mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good. Look good.
Thank you. Okay, hey guys, I'm Jobin, part of the Mezo Lotto team, and I've been in Web3 for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've served as a board member for a Layer 2 foundation, and have had my career in marketing and product for the last 4 or 5 years. And this is part of my team, having Aditya and Alan who have built this, and me helping with the product and marketing for this project called as Mezo Lotto. So what exactly Mezo Lotto does? So this is the answer to all the crypto users who want to save in crypto but miss the thrill of degen trading, because the entire space loves speculative or gambling as a form of trading. And we are here to bring the 100x thrill of degen trading to savers in crypto with 0x downside. Yes, you heard me right. 0x downside. So I say statistically, 70% users don't consider crypto as their primary savings vehicle. Everybody is here for quick buck, gambling, or 100x trade. Nobody stays here for the long term. So there is lack of stickiness in the entire Web3 space, as well as in chains and products. And the reason for that is we don't offer anything long term with the right kind of incentives. Because for saving, for the people who save in crypto, the problem is the 3 to 4% yields that normal savings pool or yield pool offers them is far less compared to the thrill that a 100x token or a meme coin or even a shit coin gives. So the lack of thrill or the rewards is too less for somebody who wants to save in crypto. And we understood this problem, which was in plain sight, and we thought of building Mezo Lotto. So what happens is if you want to get 100x, then you end up losing something, or somebody in the entire ecosystem who's part of the pool ends up losing everything. But what if we could give you not 100x, but at least 10x upside or 10x the rewards with 0x downside? Or in simple words, what if riskless doesn't mean rewardless? Or what if saving has the same thrill as a speculative trader or a gambler in DeFi? We have made it possible through Mezo Lotto in this Mezo Hackathon. Mezo Lotto stands for a very simple goal, that is your savings only onwards and upwards. We offer you riskless rewards. And that's the website for you to go and try it out and take part in the testnet pool. And before we go into the demo, I want to quickly show you the comparison. The comparison shows you what the traditional savings look like outside Web3 or even inside Web3, where if 100 users contribute 100 USDC per person on a pool that is 5% APY, then you get a total yield on the pool, which is 500 USD. So roughly everybody gets 5 USD. So waiting a year, investing 100 USD and getting 5 USD is super, super boring, predictable, and there is no thrill for somebody who is a decent. But what we have done is every user, if you have 100 user, puts 100 MUSD in a pool with 5% APY, then there is a total yield of 500 MUSD. And what we do is we pick through a lucky draw or a lottery towards the end of the year or towards whatever the tenure that the pool has decided, using a chain link VRF to pick a winner. That random winner gets all the yield, that is 500 MUSD. And everybody gets back their principal amount of 100. So nobody goes back home with a loss, but one lucky person for having the savings habit goes back with a 5x return. So you put 100 MUSD and you go back with 500 USD. So the returns vary based on the pool or the amount of contribution that per person puts or the total pool size. So you can have pools with smaller rewards, bigger rewards, different tenure. And here's the demo for that. We have used here the Mezo liquidity pool, and we have the trust of Bitcoin backed finance. So you can be sure that your money is safe and you are participating in a product where you don't lose anything, but end up getting some sort of reward after whatever the tenure the community chooses. And it's operator risk free, because one of the problems with such kind of ELS or profit or price linked saving is that it is prone to the risks from the regulatory agencies. But here we solve that because it's completely decentralized and the community can run such pools based on whatever yield generating underlying pool they want, whatever rewards they want, and whatever the tenure they want. And they can withdraw when the entire community comes to a consensus that today is a good day to run the lucky draw. And that's it. Now you can see I had invested 50, I got the price, and my saved balance is now 60 MUSD. So that's how the product looks like. Very simple. To reiterate, how can you participate in this product? Deposit MUSD, earn a draw entry, pool generates the yield, whatever the consensus is. According to that date, you conduct a lottery draw, and then you withdraw the prize as a winner, and the rest of the users withdraw the principal. I hope the math is making sense, because riskless reward doesn't make sense, but we have made it sense to you. It's a very simple concept that is widely used in the world in the form of Roscas in Latam region, Tanders in the Latam region, in India or Southeast Asia, something called as chit funds. We have brought that on-chain using Mezo. And this is the timeline. We have started with the Mezo Hackathon. We'll roll out the pool for public use on testnet in Q1, then security, audits, regulatory governance setup, and finally going live on mainnet towards the Q4 2026. That's it for the pitch from my side.
Thank you very much for presenting Mezo Lotto. Next up, we have StratumFi. So I'm going to invite Ademola up to join me on stage, and we're just over halfway through our pitches now. And I hope you're all excited about what you're seeing, those of you who didn't already judge in the hackathon. Some really, really cool projects were being built on Mezo over the last 4 weeks. Ademola, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Hi. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Can you just remove us from the bottom right corner?
Got it. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. Hi everyone. We're StratumFi. So basically, we believe it's time for Bitcoin to just stop sitting there. It's time to stop hodling and start earning, which is why we've built a self-repaying loan protocol for Bitcoin, and we built it on Mezo. So I am a full stack blockchain engineer. I've been working in the Web3 space for about 5 years. And my teammate, Emmanuel, is a product designer, very a well-experienced product designer. So down to the problem, right? Bitcoin is the largest asset in crypto, but it's lazy. So there's over $1 trillion that's trapped in wallets, earning nothing. Why? Because your choices for liquidity are terrible. So you can sell, lose your upside, and you get hit with a tax bill. Or you can borrow, pay high interest, and live with the constant stress of being liquidated. So Bitcoin's potential is locked. We're here to unlock it. StratumFi turns your idle BTC into a self-repaying asset. So it's simple. First, you deposit your Bitcoin. We immediately put it to work in a Mezo LP to start earning yield. And then secondly, you instantly mint BMUSD, which is our stable coin that's anchored to MUSD. And then you're able to walk away with the yield from your own assets that automatically pays off your loan. So let me reiterate. You get cash today, you get your full Bitcoin back, you pay zero interest, and you have zero liquidation risk from price volatility. We built this for the advanced DeFi track, and we're focused on two key users. The first is the power user. So we built something called a turbo loop. It's a one-click leveraged yield strategy. You borrow BMUSD, and in that same transaction, our contract swaps it for MUSD and puts it into another yield source. Your collateral is paying off its loan, while your loan is earning you a second separate yield. And then for institution, we built it for security and reliability with our integration with PETH. And then we also built a robust automation system. So basically, our Harvester Keeper is a production-ready bot that's with economic checks and 24/7 monitoring. It's built to be trusted, and it basically helps you to harvest your yield. So why Mezo? Why StratumFi? This is because it can only be built on Mezo. We use Mezo's BTC yield on Tigris, its native BTC yield on Tigris, and MUSD is the core engine of our protocol, providing the liquidity to make it all work. Okay, so for a quick demo, this is just an overview of the dashboard for StratumFi. This is the vault where you can deposit and borrow. And basically we deposit this into the MUSD BTC pool. But the most interesting feature is our turbo mode. So here you can see I can borrow against my BMUSD. I can choose what percentage, and then I can go ahead and execute turbo mode. So doing that, I'm going to be earning yield on MUSD BTC pool and also the BMUSD and MUSD pool. So right now my turbo loop is active and I'm earning yields in two places. Okay. All right, so this is also currently live on the Mezo Explore testnet page. So the roadmap, we're not just here with an idea, we're here with the working product. Right here, right now, we are deployed on testnet, the PETH Oracle is integrated, the core deposit and borrow flow is live. So for Q1 2026, we're going to be having a full security audit. For Q2, we plan to partner with Mezo to launch a formal MUSD pool on Tigris, and then our mainnet launch. We're StratumFi, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Ademola, for presenting StratumFi. I'm going to send you backstage again now. Next up, we have Bounty Pay, and luckily Natalie has joined us. So Natalie, you should be getting an invite now to join me up on stage. You're quite quiet. Can you say something? No, can't hear you. Oh, that sounds more promising. Yes, that sounds better. Oh, no, it's gone again. It's gone again. We can't hear you anymore.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Okay, sorry. It's been connecting through my phone. Why? I don't know, but we'll figure that out. Okay, I'll go ahead and share my screen. I think entire screen is how we worked last time. All right, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, I'll go ahead and get started then. So hi, my name's Natalie. I'm going to be presenting Bounty Pay for this Mezo Hackathon. Like I said, my name is Natalie. I work on financial infrastructure, and I recently graduated with my master's in computer science. My teammate is Preston Jones. He also recently graduated with his computer science degree, and he works on agentic AI for supply chains. So starting out, I just want to quickly show this article from Harvard Business School. It kind of sums up what our project is about. It shows that open source software is a $9 trillion resource companies take for granted. And I think it's also important to show that 96% of organizations reported either increasing or maintaining their use of open source software this past year, 2025. So that brings us to the maintainer struggle. So 61% of unpaid maintainers are solo currently, and that is a problem because it's a single point of failure for anyone who's relying on their software. Also, 2025 reports showed a widening skill gap between people who have been contributing for years and more newcomer contributors. So one solution is GitHub sponsors, but something to note is a few that do receive funding from GitHub sponsors may not even be eligible because of the regions that they're based in. And here's a look at some of the current funding resources. We have Gitcoin, which allocates capital to repositories via different funding rounds. GitHub sponsors, but the payouts are monthly and they're regionally constrained. And then we have Polar, which offers manual off GitHub via payout rails. So we're still left with a various amount of questions. And overall, we just want to figure out how can we better pay OSS contributors. So that's where our project comes in. We created Bounty Pay, and Bounty Pay turns GitHub issues into instantly paid tasks using MUSD on Mezo. So here's a high-level view of how it works. We have a bot that listens for new issues. So then an owner can choose to fund an escrow smart contract. A user can submit a pull request and a wallet. And once the owner merges the code, then the bot triggers a release of funds to the user and keeps 1%. So here is a quick little demo from the sponsor view. First, I just want to show that all you have to do is install the GitHub app into your repository. And then here is the code owner creating an issue, and then the bot asks if they want to create a bounty for it. So they create a $5 MUSD bounty for it, approve it, and confirm it. And this is what's shown on GitHub, so anyone can see that. And then a maintainer or a contributor can come here and solve the issue, create a pull request, and once that's merged, they are instantly paid for it. So now I kind of want to talk about why Mezo and why MUSD. First of all, global contributors need dollar rails. I think relying on like fiat-based payments is kind of outdated. So using MUSD is very beneficial for our product. Also considering like Bitcoin treasuries that may not want to sell their Bitcoin to fund these products, they can just borrow MUSD and fund it through there. Mezo also has the always-on kind of lifestyle that most OSS contributors maybe like relate to, the 24/7 self-banking. And then also Mezo Passport kind of solves the issue of fragmented wallets. So anyone who's maybe not familiar with like just Bitcoin wallets, you can also use EVM-based wallets. So post Hackathon, we want to turn pilots into proof, and that starts by ingesting capital to actually fund these issues and get people working with the software. We also want to automate funding policies to make it much easier, and creating strategic partnerships with DAOs would be very beneficial to the product. Something fun that we wanted to do was create these yield-aware escrow contracts. So if you have money that is just sitting in a contract, maybe we can like earn something on that money, earn some yield instead of letting it just sit there. Lastly, I just want to close out by saying that Bounty Pay is about shipping a PR today, getting paid today in dollars anywhere. And here's a look at our resources. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you very much, Natalie, for coming and presenting Bounty Pay. Next up, we have Creator Bank. So I'm going to find Jade Lawrence in our audience and invite you up. And another update, if we can, from Jay and Nidhi for BitSpend. Do you think we're going to be able to get you up on stage today? Jade Lawrence, you should be getting a invite. Oh, you're here. Amazing. Okay. You should be getting an invite to join me up on stage. If you're not, can you please refresh your browser? We might skip forward to BitSpend while you're with us. And let's try and get you up on stage. And hopefully, power outage allowing, we can get through your demo. we've moved forward to BitSpend now to see if we can get the team up. Given the power outage, we want to make the most of it while we can. But we'll come back to you in just after this one, Jade Lawrence. Jay and Nidhi, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. Please ignore the background. We are in the lobby right now. Yeah, I'll share my screen. I hope we are audible, right?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay. Great. Yeah.
Okay, so hi, I'm Nidhi.
And I'm Jay.
And we are the team behind BitSpend. Jay has built our smart contract and blockchain infrastructure, while I have worked on front end and user experience. Together, we have created a truly self-custodial payment system. So BitSpend makes crypto payments as easy as swiping a debit card. So let's start with the problem we are solving. So here's the reality. About 420 million people own cryptocurrency, but less than 2% use it for daily purchases. So there's this huge gap between ownership and utility. So this is due to two problems. First, crypto payments are complex. So customers fumble with wallet apps, QR codes, and gas fees. And all this can take like more than 30 seconds, while a card tap takes 3. Second issue, merchants need technical expertise to accept cryptos, blocking small business adoption. So the result, Bitcoin's 1.3 trillion just sits there in the wallet unused.
So here's what we are proposing. We are proposing a 3S framework. So what is 3S? So simplicity, speed, and security. So for simplicity, users just have to tap their card, enter the PIN, and the payment is done. Just like Visa. For speed, transactions on Mezo just take about 3 seconds for settling. And for security, we are using Samir secret sharing algorithm for security. And in that, the user's private key is divided into 3 parts. One is stored in the PIN, one is stored in the database, and one is stored in the card itself. So user has 3-factor authentication, and not even we can access their funds. Okay. So our secret ingredient is MUSD. Why? Because it eliminates the Bitcoin's volatility, and it keeps the price. It gives us the price stability. So as $1 is equal to $1, and it is also backed with Bitcoin security through Mezo. Our target users are users between 25 to 45 years who have their crypto lying in their wallet and don't have a way to spend. And for merchants who want to accept cryptocurrencies and they want to accept it without any complexities. So here's our live demo.
People can register their card on our system and also top it up with MUSD.
So, for example, she is the merchant and I'm the user. For her to accept a payment, she'll tap on accept a payment, and the system will expect a card to be tapped on it. She will enter the amount that needs to be paid, and then I, as a user, will enter the PIN. And once I click on process payment, the transaction will be processed. It takes the PIN is one of the share that is used using the Samir secret sharing algorithm. So as we can see, the transaction has been completed, and we can even see the transaction that has happened on chain. If we tap on the View Explorer page, so this will redirect to the transaction. And yeah, we are also tracking all the transactions that has been performed by the users, and user can see those on the card on our platform itself. So for our future milestones, we are currently working on building mobile application for Android and iOS for users to track their daily transactions from their card. Then we're planning to build the merchant API, which the merchants can integrate into their POS system. And then we will be building professional tooling for merchants for analyzing the transactions that has been performed on their POS systems. And we are also currently we are going to produce more than 10,000 physical cards. So.
Okay, so we are bringing Bitcoin to the real world through BitSpend and making crypto payments simple, fast, and secure while maintaining true self-custody. So we are building a future of money, and we'd like you to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe Niddy, for joining us to present BitSpend, and I'm glad that we could get you up on stage today. I'm going to send you backstage again now, and we're going to go back to Creator Bank. So Jade Lawrence should be getting an invite now, and this is our final project pitching with us today. So I hope everyone is excited as we move on to the next part after this, which is where we find out the winners of the hackathon, which I'm sure everyone is waiting in anticipation for. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for the invite. Okay.
Oh, nice and efficient. Your screen is loading.
Can you guys see the screen now?
Yes, looking good.
Okay. So, hi guys, my name is Jade Lawrence Ampleo, and I am the creator of Creator Bank. Creators juggle separate tools for courses, memberships, invoicing, and payouts. Paying collaborators like the editors, instructors, partner is error-prone and slow. Charging in Bitcoin and any other native currency expose prices and margins to market swings. And some creators do not want that because of the unpredictable cash flow. Wallet and onboarding friction is also a problem for Bitcoin native wallets. For the solution, our decentralized application offer a single, we offer a single decentralized application that sells courses, manages memberships, lists passes on a marketplace, and issues invoices. We also automate recurring revenue splits to collaborators with transparent on-chain records. We also use MUSD payments to avoid volatility and passports for Bitcoin native wallet addresses. So these are the product features. Let's demo first the SaaS Pay link. So first, the creator just need to fill in the fields here in the first image. And this is basically a creation of personalized pay links for effortless MUSD transactions. Another feature is the invoicing. In the first image, the creator just needs to fill in these invoice fields. And then in the second image, this is how it would look like when the buyer paid for the invoice. Another feature is the recurring payout. Creator just splits payments to their team in one click. Next, fund once, and it auto pays on a schedule and reminders. Another feature is save goals. Here, the creator just set a goal and track MUSD they set aside. And next, you'll be able to lock it and optionally earn. So this is how you create a group community. Just fill in those fields and then create community, pay for the fee. And once it's live, you will be redirected to the group and then go to the classroom and create a new course. Here, I just use a public YouTube video, but in production, the creator just needs to place here their real video links and description. So I will now go to another browser to test the subscription of membership. Just click on the listed membership, pay for the fee in MUSD, and then go to the marketplace so that we could list our membership. But it currently displays current transfer cooldown because I just bought the membership NFT, and that just serve as a guardrail to prevent quick flip abuse. So why we use Mezo? Mezo provide MUSD stability. It ensures stable spending while preserving at Bitcoin exposure. It also offers seamless wallet integration for Bitcoin native wallets, and it's also EVM compatible. For our near-term roadmap, we plan to include merchant tools and enhancement to our current product. We also look for creator support and partnership opportunities. That's it. Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you very much, Jade Lawrence, for presenting Creator Bank and for ending out our set of demos today. As you can see, some really, really amazing projects being built in the Mezo Hackathon. And what makes a lot of them so special is that they could only have been built on Mezo, which is really exciting to see in a dedicated ecosystem hackathon. The amazing things that can be built specifically in that area. Because of the kind of unique features. So really cool projects. And I hope that all of these teams decide to continue building after the hackathon, which we will reach out and talk to the teams about more after this. But for now, we're here to do the thing that everyone has been waiting for, and that is to announce the results of the hackathon. So we are going to start with the Community Choice Award, which was an award decided by a set of community representatives, to which we have one of the judges with us today to come and help us announce those winners. So Judy, you should be getting an invite to join me on stage to come and announce our winners of the Community Choice Award. All of the projects were judged by both the Mezo and Supernova Foundation judging team and also the Community Choice judges. And we are going to learn now the 3 teams who were chosen as the Community Choice winners. So Judy, welcome. Thank you for joining us as a judge.
Hi, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Oh, good whatever time it is where you are.
Good morning, good evening, good night is what I... Thank you for joining us. Are you ready to announce the winners of the Community Choice Award?
Yes.
So let's start off with the DeFi solution winner. I'll give a little drum roll, and hopefully everyone in their separate rooms is also drum rolling here. Who is our DeFi Solutions Mezo Hackathon Community Choice Award winner?
The DeFi Solution Mezo Hackathon Community Choice Award winner is Stratum Phi.
Amazing. Congratulations, Stratum Phi. Could you tell us a bit about why they were chosen as the Community Choice winner?
Stratum Phi solves a very critical problem that even I myself as a DeFi user relate to. My best feature is the turbo mode. The turbo mode that just one click and it does the whole thing. Your BMUSD is converted to MUSD and is put in another yield. These are things that are usually very complicated. Like whenever you're talking to someone about Bitcoin Fi and you get to this part, this looping part, it starts to get really confusing. So simplifying it like that and making everything automated, and then I feel like they just looked at the users' problems. They really paid attention to the problems that users have to make this Stratum Phi. The self-repaying loan is also another concept that has been really confusing for some people. Yes, I know my BTC is earning yield, but do I really have to come back and then use it to repay the yield? How often do I have to, things like that. So now you just have to withdraw, take out your cash and not be worried about paying the yield, repaying your loan. And as if that's not enough, there's a turbo mode that allows you to utilize the cash that you have just borrowed. So I think it's a very genius idea, and the team did put in a lot of work in their user research. Yeah.
Congratulations, Stratum Phi, for winning the DeFi Solutions track in Community Choice. Let's go on to the mass adoption category. I'll give you a little drum roll, and then you can tell us who the winner of the mass adoption category was.
Thank you for the drum roll. So the winner for the mass adoption track is Creator Bank.
Well done, Creator Bank, who we've just seen present. Can you tell us why they were chosen?
Creator Bank was chosen. This may not exactly be necessary information, but there were other teams that did similar things as Creator Bank. Make tipping links very easy. And there were some other teams that made really creative ways for creators to adopt Bitcoin and for Bitcoin to work for creators. But Creator Bank made a hub for creators in the Bitcoin world. They brought all those things together in one place. And I think that is an edge it will always be an edge to be an all-in-one body, whatever industry you're talking about. So that's exactly what Creative Bank did. And yeah, that's why they stood out. Plus the very beautiful and easy UI. It's a UI that is familiar. It's just like YouTube or many other creator platforms. So they did the user study pretty well. I believe that's why they stood out. That's why they stood out for me, at least.
Congratulations, Creative Bank, for standing out amongst the crowd of similar ideas. And that just goes to show that you don't have to have the most unique idea to win necessarily. You just have to execute it in the best way, which is what Creative Bank has done. So congratulations for winning the mass adoption track. And lastly, in the Community Choice Award, we have the daily application track. So I'll give you another drum roll and you can announce this final track.
Thank you for the drum roll once again. The winner for the daily application track, Mezo Hackathon, is Mezo Lotto.
Congratulations, Mezo Lotto. And finally, this team, why did they stand apart?
Mezo Lotto stood apart because they made something that everyone in DeFi has always found boring. They found a way to make it a dopamine activity and something to look forward to. Because if I had my coin, my money on Mezo Lotto, I would literally be checking every day to see if I won the Lotto today. So yeah, I think that combining yield, which is something that has always been seen as boring, finding a way to make it into something to look forward to, and a daily activity at that, was a really brilliant idea, and it did stand out. Yeah.
Cool, amazing. Congratulations to the Community Choice winners. Thank you, Judy, for judging and for coming and announcing our winners with us. We really appreciate you and your fellow community representatives taking the time to look through all the projects. I hope that after seeing what everyone has been building, you're really excited about the future of Bitcoin DeFi and everything being built on Mezo. What I'm going to do now is, do you have any closing remarks before I send you backstage again and we carry on with the rest of the announcements?
Yes. To everyone here, I don't know if all the teams are here or just those that came for the pitch, but your ideas were so solid. Even as a judge, I was very inspired by the things you have built. So even if you didn't win this, there's so much more to do in the Mezo community. And I really hope to see a lot of you guys around. Thank you so much. And you're all geniuses. I think your IQ should be above 180, at least for everyone here.
We'll put that on the certificate when we send them out. Thank you very much, Judy. I'm going to send you backstage and we're going to bring back Andre to announce the rest of our winners. So that's our first and second place for each track. So welcome back. Same as with Judy, we've got the 3 different tracks and we've got, for this one, 2 winners to announce per track. So are you ready to announce?
Yes, let's do this.
Okay, so starting with the Advanced DeFi Solutions track, we have second place and first place. We'll go second place first and then very quickly give some feedback to them, and then first place as well. So starting with a little drum roll, can you tell us who won second place in the Advanced DeFi Solution track?
Yes, that's BTC Shield.
Congratulations, BTC Shield. And just to ruin the suspense, let's do first place, and then I'll ask you to comment briefly on the projects. So can you tell us who has won first place on Advanced DeFi Solutions?
Yes, congrats to Trove Pilot.
Congratulations, BTC Shield and Trove Pilot, for being the winners of the Advanced DeFi Solution track. Can you tell us a bit about these projects and why they stood out to the judges?
Sure. I think both of them, and they have very different takes into improving the core mechanics of Mezo. Like when you have a stablecoin that is backed by Bitcoin, you have always 2 problems when liquidations happen. So if you think about like Trove Pilot really allows people to to manage all the back end stuff and how the liquidations happen and ensure they manage they happen effectively. In one end, you think about more like a protocol level support, and then BTC Shield actually allows you to have options and protect yourself from being liquidated, so that when the protocol needs to liquidate a position, you have a protection. So I really liked how, if you think about it, those two projects, they address the liquidation and how to restore the peg in a protocol level, but also in a personal level, and that's why we gave them the award.
Thank you very much. We'll move on now. Congratulations again, BTC Shield and Trove Pilot. We'll move on to the financial access and mass adoption track. So again, we have second place and first place to announce. Drum roll, can you tell us who came second in the financial access and mass adoption track?
Yes, that was BitSpend.
Congratulations, BitSpend. And first place went to
Kipu Vault. Congrats.
Congratulations, Kipu Vault and BitSpend for winning the financial assets access and mass adoption track. Can you tell us a bit about why they stood out?
Sure. I think both of them take a lot of stuff we have in Mezo and DeFi and make it easy. Like one of the things that we wanted with mass adoption is really to think about like, hey, how can you take something complicated like what BitSpend did, or like how do you buy stuff with MUSD? How would merchants accept MUSD? And then like make it simple. And with our Kipu Vault is really like, how can you enable communities to get together and to invest together, and doing like in a grassroots way to make it much simpler than just going on yourself and doing it all alone. So yeah, all that was really good. Congrats to both teams.
Congratulations both, and I'm sure the suspense is killing our final two winners. So let's move on to the daily Bitcoin applications track. Can you tell us who came second in the daily applications track?
That was Bounty Pay.
Congratulations, Bounty Pay, and that means first place goes to
Invoiced.
Congratulations, Invoiced and Bounty Pay, for coming first and second in the daily Bitcoin applications challenge in the Mezo Hackathon. That is all our winners announced. But if you can tell us a bit about why these two teams stood out, and then we'll get to the celebration.
Yeah. So I think these two teams, to me, like Bounty Pay solves like a real problem and something that we want to do as the foundation, which is, have our community and our developers start working on. I was teasing that earlier today, and start building code together with us, because when we build open source, we get better and it's more robust, and our community profits from that as well. And so I thought they were like a very slick way of doing that. And then with Invoiced, I think there were several different projects that were addressing like either how to get paid or how creators get paid or how you tip people. But like, I think the overall kind of like user journeys that they made really made them stand out from all the other teams, and got them the award. So congrats.
Congratulations to Invoiced and Bounty Pay, and to all of our winning teams. I hope you're really excited to have, taken part in the Mezo Hackathon as a whole, to have been a top team, and now I hope you're really excited about having won something. So as I say, now is of course time for the celebrations. Thank you, Andre, for coming on and announcing our winners. Thank you to the rest of the Mezo team and the Supernormal Foundation team, who some of you I've seen backstage. I've recognized Duck in the crowd. I think Pike is here as well. I think I've seen a few of you back there. So thank you for coming and supporting the teams as well, and for running such an amazing hackathon for everyone. And I hope, as I said to Judy, you're all optimistic about the future of Bitcoin DeFi because of what you've seen out of this hackathon. Now, what I would love to do is invite a lot of our teams and any of the Mezo team or Supernormal Foundation team, if you're here, if you're happy to come up on the stage. I'd love to take a big group photo to commemorate. I know having an online event means we can't all come up together and jump for joy and play some music, but it'd be great to take a lovely photo. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the crowd, and if I recognize your name as one of our winning teams, I'm going to invite you up. If I miss you, then please do let me know in the chat once I've said that I think I've got everyone. I'm not going to invite the people I know at Anon because you won't look very good in a photo, unfortunately. But you're here in spirit, of course. Maybe you can pop off in chat instead. So I think I've sent an invite to all of our teams, but if I've missed you, then let me know. Let's minimize here. Congratulations, everyone. I hope you're really, really excited. Let's see if are we waiting for anyone else? Oh, we've got a lovely crowd up. I think Tevin from Invoice is joining us, and Jobin as well. Let's see. I'll possibly remove my screen so I can fit us all in because we should have Manon as well. We should have one more person joining us and then we're ready to take the photo. Feel free as well for all of you guys who are planning on posting on LinkedIn to also take your own photos. Manon, are you able to turn your camera on for the photo? If not, I'll screenshot him from earlier and put him in Photoshop afterwards. Congratulations, everyone. I'm just going to take some photos, so please smile, look happy. Great stuff, everyone. Congratulations. Just checking that I didn't miss anyone who wanted to be in the photo. Nope, I think I did it right. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you so much for participating in the Mezo Hackathon. Thank you to the Mezo team, the Supernormal Foundation team as well, for running the hackathon. And I hope everyone has had a great time. One final shout out before we go. All the winners, just to note, will be contacted after the event with some more information and everything that you'll need to know. For those of you who are traveling for DevConnect, you are, of course, invited to present at the Build Your Own Bank event run by Mezo. So please let me know if you are there. A couple of you have already reached out, but it'd be good to know in advance. Otherwise, congratulations, everyone. I hope you now will go and celebrate your wins. And to all of you who didn't win this time, I hope you still had an amazing time building on Mezo. Just because you weren't one of the top 9 teams, it doesn't mean your project wasn't amazing. It just means that the quality of projects was so high that you couldn't all win, which is unfortunate, but don't be disincentivized. Keep building, keep building open source, importantly, and being involved in the Mezo community, and you will get recognized. Dugu is putting some links in chat, which is great. And everyone have a great rest of your day. And I'm 100% sure I will see you all very soon building in Mezo in the Encode community. And yeah, have a great day, everyone, and see you all around.
See you. Bye. Thank you.